This is Michelle with Celtic Wind Farm, and I'm going to be doing some harvesting today. I'm planning on making some breaded eggplant for dinner, and I just wanted to take you guys along with me and hope you enjoy my harvest. Thanks. This is my dragon tongue bean, and you can see I let some of them get a little too big. I think it should be fine. I'm still going to cook it and see how it turns out. But they normally, when they're younger, they have purple splotches on them that make them really unique looking. So I let these ones go a little too long. Here's one with more of the purple coloration. Really beautiful. And this plant bushes, but it will go a little bit up a trellis. Oh, there's some huge ones down in here. I think I waited a little too long. And it's good to keep them picked so the plant keeps reproducing and making beans for you. And it's amazing how many beans you can get from just one plant. And I have beans in containers, and I also have them in the raised bed as well. And this variety of bean is really nice because you can grow it in a container pretty easily. And I'm also going to collect some Malibar spinach leaves to put in our salad. It's also delicious cooked like spinach. So I'm going to get a few of these. I have the red and the purple variety here. And this is our lettuce. We have different varieties here. I tried to pick some that were slow to bolt, that were a little more heat resistant, such as this oak leaf lettuce. And if you notice this net, that's because we have goats and chickens, and they like to partake in the goodies as well. And I do this in a come and come again manner. Always try to leave some leaves for photosynthesis. You don't want to take all the leaves off, or you're going to severely weaken or possibly kill your plant. We're going to get some carrots for our salad. This is the rainbow variety, and of course, being summertime, they're not going to be really sweet, but they will be good. We got a couple carrots to cut up in our salad, and you can also use the greens for a lot of different things too. Now this is our Asian eggplant, and look at all the eggplants we are getting off of just one plant. That's pretty awesome. I'm going to go in here and get these. Look at that. I just love the color and the way they curve. They're just so unique. And this is my red okra. I really let this one get too big as well, because they get tougher the bigger they are, so you want to get them more at around 2 or 3 inches. But this one's quite big. But here's one we're going to go ahead and cut. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and rinse the vegetables off with in nice cool water. It's also good if you think there's any chance you have worms or anything on them, which is always a good chance. Dousing them in some salt water helps too, to get any bugs that may be on there off. Then I rinse them again once I get the tops off of the carrots. I scrub them even more. Now there's a lot of different things you can do with the carrot top, which I will do some recipes for you guys on another video. But don't throw these away. I mean, you can use them for different recipes. You can also put them in your compost. Pretty much everything goes in my compost that's vegetable or fruit. Okay, so here's my cut up Asian eggplant. I'm leaving them together because they look really pretty together, and I'm going to bread them and have them together for an interesting little dish. I'm going to rinse them one more time, then I'm going to put salt on them and let them sit for 30 minutes, and that helps with the texture of the eggplant and keeps it from being too watery. That'll help draw out some of the water and help with the flavor. And we're going to put some sea salt on there. And then this is going to sit for 30 minutes. And we'll see you then. Okay, so our eggplant and our okra sat for 30 minutes with salt on it. And now we have preheated the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And now we're going to make the breading for all of this. And what we have here is 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 1 cup of bread crumbs, and then a 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. We have a 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika with a little bit of pepper flakes mixed in for the texture. You don't have to do that, that's just my preference. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder and a 1/2 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. And so we're going to go ahead and mix all the dry ingredients into the breadcrumbs. just going to mix this real good. And also I sprayed a little Pam on the foil. That's not necessary. I just like for all of it to come off the foil when it's done. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and start dipping our eggplant in here. And the okra. I'm going to put it in this breadcrumb mixture and set it all here to bake. And what we'll do is we'll bake it for 7 minutes on one side and then 7 minutes on the other side. Okay, everything is breaded and ready to go. So it's going to go in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 7 minutes on each side. We snapped our dragon's tongue beans and we're going to cook them until tender. I put some salt in there and I'll butter them up and they're going to be pretty good. Now we're flipping. And then we're going to do 7 minutes more. I'm also cooking some pork chops with dinner. I didn't bread them since we already have a lot of breading on the vegetables. So I used ghee, homemade ghee, which is clarified butter, which I will be showing you guys how to do that too in another episode. But this just has salt, pepper, and the ghee, and by itself it's going to be really good with just those ingredients. Here is the finished product, and we added a few more minutes because we like it a little bit more crispy. And of course with the eggplant and its moisture content, you're not going to get it crispy, but it will still be delicious. Okay, here is the finished product. This is my teenage son's plate. So of course he has to have a lot because he's a growing boy. But it turned out beautifully. It tastes absolutely delicious. We stayed simple with the salad because, you know, there's so much food already. So we just did the carrots, the cheese, and a little bit of seasoning for it. But thank you so much for joining us, and I hope that you will try this recipe out for your family. Thank you so much.